education space. So any corporate sponsors that are interested in education, in preservation, absolutely we're looking to create more ties. But we've had good feedback from the community. It's a small. The issue always is the small community, right? So it's like the same people get asked all the time, and it's like, what can we bring that is something different and of real value to them. Exactly. And I think, when you speak to building up the Bahamas and investing in the nation's future through the young people, that is certainly a good investment.
Let's go back to the telephone lines. Good morning, you're on Let's Talk Live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Hey,
Good
Amos.
morning to the director of the National Art Gallery. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
A person who creates paintings or drawings as a profession or hobby. I want to say good day, which is synonymous to the creators-minded Bahamian, the originator-minded Bahamian, the designer-minded Bahamian, the producer-minded Bahamian. Everything that I mentioned is fine. Artist, a person who habitually practices a specific or specified, whether it's reprehensible activity or not, either which way. Culture or Bahamian culture is for everyone that makes up that Bahamian community by heart. There are infiltrators. That's why even the kingdom of, when you go by Christianity in the mindset of the average Bahamian who believe in Jesus, Yeshua the Christ, the heaven have 12 gates and it's guarded. Nothing can come in without permission or the proper way. And I think artists and the names I would have mentioned, aforesaid, is like that gate. They are you. In other words, what I'm saying is, we all have this quality within us that the Creator has given, and for the full picture to be seen, one or all would have to be allowed to express their creative expression. Now, if those who would like to be creative would love to be a designer or an originator of things, I would say, I'm talking about particularly, primarily and fundamentally, young black Bahamian men. I learned, Amos Jr. Miller learned how to pray by his father, mother, my grandmother, and then, because I grew up on the island, and then I come back here, and I learned to pray. That don't mean because you know how to pray, you can do everything right. But prayer for black people in the Bahamas is this communication to a source on the other side that only you and that source on the other side have. It's exclusive, it's inalienable, it's indivisible, and I like to bring out my inner expression by what I post on social media, because I would have been recognized in my country too common a person to express such glorious opportunity that a human being has. I want to say good day to the National Art Gallery. Okay. My art expresses and points to the source of all life.
Okay, Amos, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I love hearing that sort of passion and enthusiasm and, again, that belief. And because he had the very good point that everyone has the creative spark within them.
Yeah, he creates some stuff himself. He does some work himself. I don't know how to describe the art form. Maybe fine art more than visual art.
Well, I would love to see it. Amos, please come, because again, that's part of the Hard Mouth show is about the artists we call the intuitive artists who work out of somewhere, which is visionary, which is spiritual, which is maybe not recognizable to everybody as something that they would necessarily say, that is. it's a very important part of our culture, certainly. Absolutely. So thank you for that call.
I want to talk a little about, when we come back, about how can one...
Built in you are Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King.
Back to Let's Talk Live on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Amanda Colson, Executive Director of the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas, is my very special guest today. We're talking art, and Amanda, many people have had their work displayed.
The valley, the soul covered, the spring of purity, the rose of Sharon. You are the mighty God, the great I am, the great I am, the great I am. I am the valley, the soul covered, the spring of purity, the rose of Sharon. You are the mighty God, the great I am, the great I am, the great I am. Jehovah Jireh, the mighty man in battle, the mighty man in everything. Jehovah Jireh is your name. I'm here to give you praise. We are here to lift your name high, above every other name. You are the mighty God, the great I am. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Most High. Yes. Hallelujah.
infiltrators. That's why even the kingdom of, when you go by Christianity in the mindset of the average Bahamian who believe in Jesus, Yeshua the Christ, the heaven is have 12 gates and it's guarded. Nothing can come in without permission or the proper way. You know, and I think artists and the names I would have mentioned, aforesaid, is good morning to the director of the National Art Gallery, yes sir.
Good morning.
A person who creates paintings or drawings as a profession or hobby. I want to say good day, which is synonymous to the creators, minded Bahamians, the originator, minded Bahamians, the designer, minded Bahamians, the producer, minded Bahamians. Because everything that I mentioned is fine. Artist, a person who habitually practices a specific or specified, whether it's reprehensible activity or not, either which way. Culture or Bahamian culture is for everyone. That makes up that Bahamian community by heart. There are infiltrators. That's why even the kingdom of, when you go by Christianity in the mindset of the average Bahamian who believe in Jesus, Yeshua the Christ, the heaven is have 12 gates and it's guarded. Nothing can come in without